Alex Cawley dives deep, maybe a little too deep, into the archives.
After taking their training camp out of state for 5 years, the Philadelphia Eagles return to the state of Pennsylvania for camp calling Hershey their summer home from 1951 to 1967. Yes, and unlike your camps today, the access to the players seemed endless.
Every morning they'd walk to the stadium and kids would ask if they could carry their helmets, and they would always sign autographs. Their practices back then were open, so anybody could go and watch.
It would even lead to some once-in-a-lifetime opportunities for some area youngsters.
They had a water boy competition where kids between, I think, 8 and 12 could practice throwing and catching balls, and whoever did the best job got to sit with the team during their preseason game. So it was a really big deal. I'm sure you've heard of Ray Didinger, who's a sportscaster for the Eagles. He and his family used to travel to Hershey every summer just to come and see Eagles training camp. And he actually got to carry Tommy McDonald's helmet once when he was walking between the community building and the stadium.
And it wasn't just at Hershey Park Stadium where people could connect. The team stayed in the community building and were fixtures around town during the summer.
So the community building had rooms that you could stay in like a hotel, and it also had a gymnasium, a library, game rooms, a bowling alley, a theater. So it had a lot going on. It was really the epicenter of Hershey. And so the fact that the players would stay there and be so open about, the community, seeing them and interacting with them was really a cool thing.
From 51 to 67, with the exception of 1964, Hershey Park Stadium was home, and as the season neared, the town would get to witness exhibition games involving the Birds and other regional teams.
At the end of the training camp, it was 3 weeks long. In the end, they always had a preseason game, and usually they played the Colts. A couple times they would play the Colts, and then later on would have another preseason game at the stadium, and the New York Giants were here among some other teams, so it was a really fun time to be living in Hershey.
But for as big of fans as they were of the team, the lasting memories for so many came off the gridiron.
We have many oral histories. The players were extremely kind and gracious with people in town. They often ate at the community building restaurant with the public. They played pool and handball with local kids in the community. It was a very big deal.